He is Austin Mowell. I am Mike Hrynyshyn. We are doing the Houston Texans for the third to last mock draft of the cycle. Austin, how are you feeling about this roster, my friend?
You know how PFF Mock Draft Simulator says they need everything? It's not wrong. I don't understand how this team won 4 games last year. I don't understand how they're not picking one. How do you let this team sweep you, Jacksonville? I don't understand. Sorry to all the Houston Texans fans out there, but we're going to rebuild this team. We're going to make it better for you. Let's get it started.
Just wow, coming out with the fire. Let's just get right into this, man. My goodness, I'm pulling up the tab here.
I need to see who else this team beat this year. They beat the Chargers. The Chargers let this Texans team beat them, and then they beat the Titans. That's right.
So we have 3. We have 13. We know where we're going with 3. Let's get into this.
Let's do it. Thank you, Rise and Draft and Mock Draft Database, for this excellent simulator.
Evan Neal.
Evan Neal. They're starting Charlie Heck at right tackle. You guys say more. Get Evan Neal. Get your right tackle of the future. This shouldn't be that hard.
See, that's the thing, is you have Laramie Tunsil, and sure, maybe they trade Tunsil at some point to open up spot. Evan Neal has played right tackle already. He's already done it. He can play pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is Bryant McKinney meets Mekhi Becton.
There you go.
And you draft that every single time, so let's do that.
Evan Neal to the Texans at 3 overall.
Easiest pick we'll make. My goodness. By the way, we started the tackle run because we saw Kwanu, and then we saw Charles Cross shortly after. Malik Willis 11 in this draft class.
Minnesota did it to me. I was all in on taking Kyle Hamilton because they're starting Terrence Brooks and Eric Murray at safety.
Oh, my God.
So that hurts.
Team sucks. I just would like to point out that in yesterday's mock draft, Malik Willis went 40th, and he goes 11th in this one.
Yeah.
So I want to see the select. I mean, we missed out on all the edge rushers.
Yeah, but I'm looking more so on the interior because they're starting Roy Lopez at defensive tackle because Ross Blacklock just hasn't worked out so far.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think what you're thinking. I'm looking at clearing up some gaps for Jonathan Grenard and whoever plays linebacker for this team. And I'm looking at taking the best run stopper that we've seen enter the league probably since Vita Vea in Jordan Davis.
Yeah, why don't we just make sure that our first 2 picks are a combined 680 pounds?
Rebuild the trenches in and I cannot stress this enough, big way.
Yeah, so Jordan Davis.
That was terrible.
You know what?
Sorry, guys.
I don't think there are going to be 12 players picked ahead of Jordan Davis.
I do. I don't think there's going to be 14. I think his floor might be Baltimore. I don't know where that went.
Here's why I think that. Before we go on to pick 37. This is a draft class where I think teams are just going to address, we need good football players. The NFL has basically put it out there that this is a weak draft class. And if they think that Jordan Davis, like, this is a one-of-one player, I compared him to Don Terry Poe if he was given the secret stuff from Space Jam. Like, Don Terry Poe was a freak athlete at 6'4", 350 pounds, and ran a 4.97. Jordan Davis is 6'6", 360, and ran a 4.7.
Just the biggest freak of an athlete we've ever seen.
I've never seen anything like that. The league has never seen anything like that. And in a league where, freak athletes reign supreme, you're going to take that. Now,
I want to mention something real quick.
What's up?
Something I don't see talked about with Jordan Davis, and it's justified, is pass rush because he hasn't shown it.
Yes.
But with that athletic upside, do you think we need to be talking about his potential as a pass rusher a little bit more?
We do, because you can teach the pass rush.
Exactly.
If he gets down to, say, I think he's at like 350. If you get him down to 335 on an NFL diet and with a strength and conditioning regimen, It's going to be horrifying.
Mm-hmm. As for this pick, I don't even think it's a question.
Where are you thinking?
George Karlaftis.
Oh my God.
George
How is
Karlaftis
he
at
still here at
37.
37?
Exactly. George Karlaftis, kind of the forgotten man in this edge class, but he is still very talented. A lot of people like to throw out the AJ Epinesa comp. I think he's got a little bit more juice than
I
Epinesa,
think
and that's
he's way close. He's way closer in terms of a size, speed, production profile coming out of college to Ryan Kerrigan, which is, I know
yeah.
it's a Purdue to Purdue comp, but it works for a reason. AJ Epinesa, the one I comped to him was DeMarvin Leal.
I like AJ Epinesa quite a bit coming out, and I hope the Bills find something to do with him. But with the way they've drafted, I don't see that happening. Dallas should make a call on that, by the way. But George Karlaftis at 37, pairing him with Jordan Davis and Jonathan Grenard.
I'm looking at their linebackers, and I don't like any of them because I'm seeing Jalen Reeves-Maybin, who's been a journeyman, Camus Hill, who's been a journeyman, Christian Kirksey, who's been a journeyman. Maybe Garrett Wallow is probably their best linebacker with any sort of upside, and I see Quay Walker and Chad Muma available.
That is true. I want to look at safeties just because they don't have anything. But
Jaquan Brisker is available.
Sheesh.
I like Jaquan Brisker in the second round. So
I don't remember what I was going to say.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I was going to say something probably about Karlaftis again, but I forgot it. Jaquan Brisker at 68.
I have Brisker 35th on my board. We're at 68.
I think that Jaquan Brisker would be a really big spark plug to that safety unit.
And we're back on at 80, and I think we might be able to get one of Muma or Quay Walker.
And if not, we'll probably be able to get Troy Anderson.
Yeah.
And Terrell Bernard will be there later. So, yeah, let's take Brisker. Great value. Jeez. I'm going to try and remember what I was going to say before.
Oh, there goes Troy Anderson, the very next pick.
Wow. Simulator's been on something today. We're going to have a chance at both Quay Walker. And
Quay Walker and Shea. You know what? There's rumblings Quay Walker will not escape the top 40.
I think if he's there at 33, he's a Jaguar. That's just from what I've heard from Jaguars guys. Apparently, they love him at 33.
Freak athlete.
It's kind of like Tyson Campbell last year.
Yeah.
I think his floor is 33. I personally think he could go in the first round.
I think Quay Walker is a third round guy, but he's got a lot of athletic upside. And in a league where we're going athletes and in a draft where we've got athletes without a lot of production.
Third round guy with athletic upside. Sounds like Patrick Queen.
I like Patrick Queen.
I really did not. Anyway, let's go Quay Walker here.
Yeah.
80. Good value.
You know what the funny thing is so behind the scenes, we just wrapped up our Jets one 5 minutes before going live on this stream. And we went, well, I don't know if this Jets one can be topped.
Cowboys just took Justin Ross at 88.
Ooh.
I don't hate it if he's healthy, but
Breece Hall is still on the board.
We've got like 4 running backs in town, but if
I don't like if he makes
if we're taking Breece Hall and they just took Trey McBride. I was going to say we're taking Breece Hall and we're taking Trey McBride, but Jaguars.
We're going to take Breece Hall because he has no business being on the board at 107.
We're taking Breece Hall and we're taking Greg Dulcich. We need a tight end. Brevin Jordan. Don't really want him being the tight end one. I was just watching the board fall, and I thought it was.
We got my running back 3 at 107 and my tight end 2 with the very next pick. This is insanity.
The simulator just wants.
This is awesome today, man. This is gorgeous.
I should holler at Nick and tell him we should just record the other 2 because we're recording the last 2 over the coming days. But the simulator just wants us to fix these bad teams. Texans fans, take note. Hire us.
Now we don't come back up to 183.
Yeah.
So we have a very long wait. Wow, I almost hit the restart button there and I got scared.
Evan Neal, Jordan Davis, George Karlaftis, Jaquan Brisker, Quay Walker, Breece Hall, Greg Dulcich. There goes Terrell Bernard, who would have been who I would have wanted at linebacker. I think he went the same pick as he did Dallas, what are you doing? Justin Ross at 88, and then Charlie Kohler. Charlie Kohler is going to be the tight end Dallas drafts. I just want to get ahead of the bar on that because Eagles took their future starter again.
Who?
Bailey Zappi.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is the second time we've been doing one of these. I think it was the Raiders one last time.
I think so.
I made that joke.
we've got a bunch of speed in the AFC at wide receiver. We need speed in the secondary. He's a hometown dude. I'm going Caleb Barnes with this.
Caleb Barnes, send it in.
Good grief. Speed. This is nutty.
I don't really know much about Cordell Flott, but
I know nothing about him. I didn't
things about him. I've just
Michael Wright. He's better than the Wright you took last year for Dallas.
Don't remind me. The Cardinals just took Ezukanma. They love their Texas Tech receivers. I could see that happening. All right, we're on corners only, so let's see what the board's looking like. There's my guy, but we already took our tight end.
All right,
who's our punter?
I was going to ask the same question.
Cameron Johnson.
If I remember correctly, he's in his mid-30s.
Let's see.
He's 30, sorry, but he's only been in the league for a couple years.
Was he good last year? I mean, he was probably punting a lot. So only 88 punts last season. He must have gotten hurt. No, maybe not. No. He had an average of 46.7. That's not the best.
This team has bigger needs than punter, though.
That's true, but
because it still says we need a wide receiver. That's the one thing we haven't addressed is wide receiver.
Oh yeah, that's because we've been told they're not going to take one in the first, so we just completely forget about it.
Isaiah Weston and Javon Hiley make a lot of sense here.
We need Brandon Cooks is kind of a speed guy. Who are the top guys available?
Kevin Austin, Dejon Dixon, Mekhi Polk, Charleston Rambo.
Our boss man Tyler Browning has Mekhi Polk like 0.2% of a grade ahead of Khalil Shakir, if that says anything. I just wanted to get a poke in there because I don't understand it.
You know what? I've done this a few times.
Jarrett Stearns. Send it. You got another pick coming up.
Scouting Jarrett Stearns.
Yes, sir.
All right. So with our last pick, actually, no, we're still not done. We have 207 and 245. Jeez. We did this without trades, too.
Yeah. Broncos took Cole Turner. I actually kind of like that.
I like that fit.
Now we take Ariza. Now we take Ariza.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I think we've taken punt god in half of these that we've done.
Everyone takes Matt Ariza in every mock draft they do because that's just what you do in this draft cycle.
245. So I don't even know who's really going to be left at 245. I'm not going to pretend like I know.
Could we just trade for the last pick so we can say we drafted Mr. Irrelevant once?
Who actually has the last pick? Why is it not letting me scroll down all the way?
The simulator is kind of bugging. The Broncos took Jack Cohn again.
All right, what is the last pick of the draft?
261, I think.
262. We're trading.
We're trading with the 49ers for 262.
Yep. So San Fran, if I can find them,
I'm never able to. It's alphabetical based on their mascot on this simulator. San Francisco.
Oh, it is.
Top. Yeah.
So
it's 49ers. They're the top team.
Oh, they are the top team. I'm blind. So 262, 245, and give us a 6th round next year.
Do it. We're going to take Mr. Irrelevant for the Texans. We're just going to take a player that we like at any position.
Oh, yeah. There goes Javon Hiley. Oh, Javon Hiley to the Vikings.
Vikings always take y'all's brand receivers, man.
They take my brand everything.
That's true. I was watching our stream last year.
And they just rated. You know what? I like Monteric Brown. I have a 4th round grade on him, and he is available here at 262.
Player we like, Mr. Irrelevant, Monteric Brown.
Monteric Brown, 6 picks for the Razorbacks last year. Let's take a look at this like absolute.
This one went a lot faster than the last one.
Well, yeah, because we kept trading back and getting more picks. Yeah. So we got Evan Neal, who's 6'7" and 360. Jordan Davis, who's 6'7" and 360. George Karlaftis, who's like 6'6", 285, playing as an edge. Jaquan Brisker,
Brisker's a bigger safety too, isn't he?
Bigger safety who can cover a lot of ground. Quay Walker, bigger linebacker who can cover a lot of ground. Breece Hall, who is a lot of people's RB1 at 107. Greg Dulcich, who is most people's tight end 2 at 108. Caitlin Barnes at 183. Jarrett Stearns at 205, Matt Ariza, the punt god, at 207, and Monteric Brown at 262. Austin, what do you think?
The simulator was kind to your teams if you are a Jets fan and a Texans fan today.
Any last words before we get on out of here?
I will be back with Nick Price at PriceCheck3 for the Lions draft on Tuesday and the Jaguars draft on Wednesday. Other than that, thank you guys. We are Blue Chip Scouting, and we just fixed the Texans.
We did.